just life-ruining. And I started to play World Chef in between the first and the second video that we made, but to be perfectly honest, I actually stopped after we filmed the video, because we obviously didn't include all of your restaurants that we visited, but my restaurant just looked so terrible that I was just like, you know what? I'm giving up. I just can't commit to so many things at the same time. Notice me, you living flops, said Jenna's not amazing. Let's talk about the... Your bed is tidy, it's a miracle. Thank you for saying that. It's a miracle. Undertale, me and Phil. Since the last live show, we uploaded the second Undertale with Comic Sans and Papyrus. What did you guys think of that? The game is amazing, isn't it? It's so good, truly. Obviously, it's hard to show your appreciation for something when you're trying to be a prat, an entertaining YouTuber, but I do fully appreciate it. Comic Sans and Papyrus, which one do you relate to more? Papyrus's bad puns and crippling self-esteem issues, or Sans' font choice and procrastination? I mean, it's just... I mean, how do you choose? Comic Sans. Do. I'm like Sans, but I like Papyrus more. Interesting perspective, Nazil. Yeah. We have filmed a new Undertale video and a new Sims video. So look forward to those. Don't know when they'll be up. Be the Sims tomorrow, if you like. What was the space thing you were doing earlier with what with Tomska? Yeah, we saw the Tomska earlier, and that was just the ceiling of a place that had lights in it, and it looked like space. We didn't actually go to space. That would have been more impressive. Yeah. That was fun. Scareful! No. How's life been? Pretty good. Thanks. I was sick, actually. Who gave it to me? I don't know. I need to, like, work backwards in time this year and be like, which cheeky bugger infected me? I've been sick for like a week, wallowing in misery. As you know, like a proper goose. I've been sick since like before last week, and I'm better now, but I've got like a really blocked nose and I'm still just sniffing constantly, which is gross. You know when you're not sick anymore, but you're just sniffing for like a week and you're like, bruh, I'm over this. Can you not nose? Like, seriously. Will I use the stuff I learn in school in real life? You need, you know, a reasonable amount of general knowledge to kind of understand the universe, which I think school gives you. Just like a general amount of knowledge on a general amount of topics. That's quite invaluable on just being like a relatively informed and functional human being. As for, will you actually... No, not really. It's just general knowledge. It's, you know, there's nothing bad about learning. At the time, you're like, why am I memorizing all these facts about volcanoes? But maybe when you're older and you end up watching, you know, John Green's science channel's crash course videos just for fun, you realise that learning is fun and that there's nothing wrong with learning about volcanoes, even if you'd rather just be working on your Tumblr theme. Tatanoff in Germany, hopefully, tour world ticket announcements. We don't know whether we're going to do Europe and America at the same time, or if it will just be America first, but the time where we will be releasing the tickets for the US Amazing Tour is Not on Fire is soon. is soon. We'll probably tell you guys when we know when it's actually ready. We've got everything locked down, like a week before, just so you can have some notice. We're not going to Beyonce you this time. We'll let you know. Like a week before, so you Americans get ready, and then we might announce European dates later, because me and Phil are producing this ourselves. How was Phil's birthday? He's had like 9 birthdays. I'm sure he's had a great time. We went to, I'm sure he told you this in his live show, but we went to a freaking amazing sushi restaurant called Sushi Samba. That was just like the best thing. Oh, My God, it was like going to sushi heaven. I had like 100 tempura vegetables. Anyway, and an escape the room adventure, which is fun. Do you have a bunch to learn about the US? We didn't learn much about the US, like I said, Christopher Colombo, or whatever the hell I said the other day. Your bed is perfect the way it is. Thank you, Ash. That's the attitude. That's the attitude right there. Plough the chickens. That happened, didn't it? Did Phil drop any pancakes? He actually didn't. He only flipped one on the video, and then I was like, quit while you're ahead. Quit while you're ahead. There's no glory. I'm not filming you. Don't just floor the pancakes. Where in the US? I'll tell you soon. The sniffing. Phlegm. The worst thing. Anyway, so let's talk about relevant things, okay? Let's quit the chit-chat. Let's get on to the serious stuff. I uploaded a danisnotonfire video. What did you think? Reacting to my childhood videos. Not an original idea, but I'm busy planning a tour and I had a cold, so I don't care. I'm joking. What do you think? Yeah, I was like, this is a funny idea. Lots of people are doing it, but I have no idea if I have any funny videos. So obviously after we established that my parents just didn't record my childhood in any way, got the tapes off my grandma, and I was like, this is risky, I might do this, and then it's a massive waste of time, and then I don't end up uploading anything. No, because I sang Barbie Girl in front of my whole family at Christmas, and my granddad said, "Move the hips, boy," and I wanted to stab myself in the face. So that happened. Hope you enjoyed that. Was it good? What was your fave moment? I was blonde. I feel like I have the same face, more or less. Kind of. I feel like I can tell. Blonde. And look at this. That's not blonde, is it? Dark brown. The tree. The tree was your favourite bit. I was like, oh my God, at what point in my life have I had that? The thoughts of me now, I don't even know if I could lift myself up a tree. I don't even know if I could lift myself up a tree now. So the fact that I was just like, watch me go, I'm climbing the frickin' tree like Tigger. Yeah, man, that was just great. How was your pancake day? Good. Still producing. More Shrek jumpers, SMA. My jumper. I love my poll tweet that I posted yesterday. Actually, my favourite thing about the poll tweet, if you didn't see, I asked people what they cared about more, my carpet jumper or the childhood videos. The carpet jumper and the childhood videos actually more or less drew, which is hilarious. And then there's just dogs. Eternally proud of you. The documentary was really interesting. We'll get to that, Cecile. Thanks. Yeah. My sweater. I have something to say before. Okay, well, firstly, what was I going to say? I don't know. Okay, so I bought this sweater. It is a Kanye West. I just had it here. I haven't been hanging it up. I'm a bad person. And it is a Yeezy sweater designed by Kanye West. And I'm sorry to disappoint all of you, but I didn't buy it. I'm sorry if that crushes all of your expectations, but I did not pay for this item of clothing. I'm sorry. Promoters have bin bags full of clothes that they just give to anybody, and that was me. So there we go. But while we're here, I should say that I do have a genuine interest in fashion, and as anybody who cares about having a moral conscience, this is hard thing to discuss, isn't it, really? Because it's like, you could just wear potato sacks all the time. Why should anyone care about fashion? And I guess there's a style element to it where, it's like you don't have to spend any money on clothes. You can buy cheap clothes and have a really cool style. You can express yourself. That's what's cool about clothes and humanity. You get to express who you are with your clothing. But fashion, you know, the thing is, it's an art form, and you might not be into it, and that's fine. And that's fine. But some people think that it is. And to me, this is a piece of art. And that a lot of people might be like, what? So whilst I didn't buy this, I might buy other things. I'm sorry if you have a prob. I'm not perfect, but I didn't. And just so you know, I'll set this up. The Brits that's happening in a couple weeks, I am wearing an Alexander McQueen suit to the Brits that I also didn't pay for, so that's fine. But I did buy a pair of Kanye West shoes off eBay, because I emailed Adidas. I'm not joking. And I was like, can has Yeezys, please? And they said, I'm sorry, we've given them all away. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, we don't have any shoes. All the shoes are gone. And I'm like, well, surely you like making more shoes, or you have like you have all the shoes. Surely you have loads of shoes lying around. And they're like, no, there's. And I'm like, well, what? How do I get eBay? So, yeah, that's fine. Adidas rat, Kanye trash, Danye. But what do you think? What do you think of the jumper? What's your opinions? I love it. It's really weird, but I love it. And I look like a potato slack or a carpet when I'm wearing it. When I'm stood up, it's even weirder. Like, you should look at the, it's really long sleeve. It's such a strange shape, but I think it's really interesting, and I love it. Phil hates it. When I got it, and I wore it, I was like, what do you think, Phil? And Phil was like, oh, you look really weird. I don't like it at all. And that's fine. Some of you might think I look like a potato sack. Some of you might think it's cool. And that's okay. The fact that an item of clothing can even just inspire opinions is what makes it interesting to me. That's cool. Because let's not be boring, you know. Let's not criticise anybody for wanting to not fit into the box of society. Not that wearing this jumper is that dramatic. But I just, I think it's funny and it's cool. No reason to be boring. I'm obviously it's a threat to people that believe that sweaters should look like a certain kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, look at me. I've got a sweater that's like, it's all over it's got really long arms. It's like really baggy. It's got a huge neck, and people are like, "You're threatening me. I'm not comfortable with this sweater." Yeah, it's very. Someone's like, "Is it comfortable?" It's really comfortable and fluffy. So there we go. But yeah, the childhood videos, that was so horrific, and that's on the internet forever. That's fine. I love that my grandma was genuinely such a like when she jump scared me when I was playing Crash Bandicoot. I was like, really? I was a child in a dark room, and you just like woofed at me? Grandma, please. Kannst du nicht? Babe, your documentary was great. Thank you. That's kind. Say the fans again. What the top ones? Amazing Joshler, Yodeling Vegan 666, Anna Heater in at number 3, K McDonald, and then Tier 182. Hi, how are your pancakes earlier? We need to stop asking about the pancakes, Abby. Otherwise, I'm just gonna chuck it up. You ruined your black aesthetic, though. My aesthetic is like mostly black, unless otherwise specifically. What did you do for Phil's birthday? Went to a sushi restaurant. Phil with them pancakes, though, pro flipper in a big way. Oh yeah, man. With some good flipping action right there. Do you think there should be a pancake emoji? Yes. Yes. Your little posh voice was so cute. I'd say it's articulate, but it just sounded posh. That was like full Pooh Bear. That was full-on Pooh Bear Daniel Child before society made him mispronounce things wrong to fit in. Are you visiting me in NC? Maybe. Do I remember seeing an NC on the state list of where we're going on tour? I guess you'll find out in a couple of weeks. Ba-ba, ba-ba. What do you think of the Super Bowl? halftime show. I thought it was average. I thought Beyonce was amazing. And I thought that, you know, Uptown Funk is just like a freaking incredible song. And Bruno Mars is amazing. So, like, obviously Uptown Funk was good. And, you know, I'm not a hater. I like, respect, and support Coldplay. But it wasn't that interesting, was it? Okay, Dan dropped the opinion. I'm sorry. But I went back and I watched Beyonce in 2014 with Destiny's Child. And, like, that was so amazing when Kelly and Michelle popped out the floor. Beyonce doing that whole thing and then seeing her. It was just incredible, you know what I mean? And maybe even better, I don't know. I wouldn't say better. I could never make that opinion. But Katy Perry last year, I watched that back again on YouTube. Katy Perry's Super Bowl performance was amazing. I mean, obviously, like, you know, if you're a Katy Perry hater and you don't like her brand of pop music, fine, whatever. But she literally rode a giant tiger, and then we had, like, Left Shark, and there was Lenny Kravitz and Missy Elliott, and then she rode around the frickin' stadium on a star with spark. It was just nuts. It was just completely amazing. It was a blessing. When we all watched that Left Shark, we felt blessed. When we watched Beyonce, we felt blessed. I'm just saying, as much as I want to be a positive and supportive person, I didn't feel quite blessed this year. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hi, it was my birthday Sunday. Notice me. Hello, Jackie Benamati. Come to Brazil. I don't think Brazil is on the tour list. Or isn't. I don't know. Maybe. Let's never say never. Who knows where we might randomly end up going. I like your sweater. Thanks, Lucy. What's that white thing on the piano? It's a receipt, not a sock. His pancake flipping, they were great, weren't they? What's your favourite song from Pretty Odd? You can't ask me that. My God. What is your favourite song from Pretty Odd? I remember going into HMV and buying a copy, and the guy was like, have you listened to that? It's kind of weird, isn't it? It doesn't sound like the last album. And I was like, right, thanks, guys. That Green Gentleman, Northern Downpour, or She Had the World, maybe. Underrated album, truly Pretty Odd. Misunderstood at the time. Take it from me, I was a 16-year-old Panic at the Disco fan on MySpace when it was the height of the Panic at the Disco existence. Nobody had a clue what the hell was going on. You had all these frickin' emos that liked Panic at the Disco, and they were just like, what's happening? What's happening? And then I was like, this isn't what I expected. But not being a pleb that likes lots of music, I enjoyed it. But the more time has gone on, I look back at Pretty Odd and just have so much respect for how original and weird it was. It's just good. It's just interesting. Hi, Dan. Hello, Sierra. I like your jumper. Thanks. What, this one or the other one? This is less interesting. This is very much a a conventional jumper shape. Say hi to Dana. Hi, Dana. How are you? How was the radio show? Let's talk about that. Did you like that? That was fun. Yep. Sounded like a goose. 7-second challenge happened. It was all good. Are you Pancakes AF? I am, like, literally mostly Pancakes AF in terms of, like, my body interior right now. It's quite dangerous. I might die at any point during this show. You never told your story for Dennis Not Interesting. I never did I? I got busy doing the tour planning, and then I got sick. And then I was like, oh, I need to just make this Dan That's Not on Fire video, otherwise everyone's going to attack me. And then I never got round to it. But let's never say never. Name my cat, dog. What do you put on pancakes? lemon and sugar, maple syrup, berries, and Nutella from IKEA were the options today. Is Phil still sick? Less now. I think we've both recovered, mostly. Did you have fun exploring the cosmos? Totes. Tom, good interstellar travel bud there. So, the documentary. Shall we talk about that? Right. So, last April? I don't even know. BBC contacted me and they said, hey, we are commissioning a series of documentaries about youth culture on the internet. They didn't tell me that there was going to be what the other ones were. For example, that Jim was doing one about YouTube. No idea. Just not in the loop. They were like, but we want to do one about esports. And we wondered, because we like your videos and the stuff you do for Radio 1, if you'd be up for doing it. And I was like, interesting. Because the thing is, you know, my videos that are about stuff, like opinions or, you know, not just like the internet is mean, but even like silly reasons why Enza fails and things like spoilers, they're quite structured, you know, analytical. So doing documentaries, or rather an hour-long thing that I work on for a long time, has something I've been thinking about for a long time, but not on my radar, because obviously in 2015 I was like, I'm literally writing a book and making an app and trying to produce a theatrical stage show and be a radio DJ and a YouTuber and not drown under life. So I was like, this isn't something I'm really thinking about now, but the opportunity was there. And it was a very big deal that the BBC would ask you to do a documentary. And it was a very prestigious production company that produced it called Blakeway Productions, who are like very serious documentary makers that win like Academy Awards and BAFTAs for panorama episodes about Ebola and stuff. So they're like a big deal. So it was a compliment to be asked. And I thought, you know what? If this is something I ever want to do myself in the future, wouldn't it be a great experience for me to do one for the BBC? And so I said yes. And I thought that they were like, they'd have a plan about how they were going to like announce it and this, that and the other, and that they'd be very strict about it. Turns out they didn't really have much of a plan or whatever. So for like loads of time last year, people were like, Dan, why are you in Berlin randomly? And I was like, I don't know if I can tell you or not. Turns out I probably just could have, because nobody had a plan or rules or anything. But yeah, so we set out to do a documentary about esports. I was moderately involved in the research and the production of it, but obvs I was a busy bee, and I was not the director or the producer of it. I was just the host of it that wanted to be involved. I love you more than Timmy, said Ava. Thanks. Hi, Dan. Hello, amazing Joshua. Nice jumper. Thanks, Chloe. What are your opinions on sand? I hate sand. It's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere. Not like you. You're everything soft and smooth. I love you, Padme. Greatest moment in cinema history. I would, though, because I'm trash. What was I talking about? The documentary. Yeah. About esports. The best gamers in the world who compete in gaming tournaments for cash prizes, streamed live on websites like Twitch TV to audiences of millions of people who, much like real sports, cultivate communities following the community and all the drama and fun and games of a competitive entertainment. Yeah, thought why not? And it was fun. So what did you guys think? Did you like it? It was on BBC Three. It's on iPlayer. If you live in the UK and you're out of the loop, I don't know if there's a way to watch iPlayer outside of the UK. I probably can't tell you about it, otherwise I'll get sued and the BBC won't work with me ever again. Dunno. But if you live in the UK, then it's on iPlayer now. Just search The Super Gamers. What did you think? Did you like it? Lots of people said that, good opinions. Thank you to everything that liked it. It's funny coming from my perspective, because I think it was good. I think that the problem with esports documentaries is like YouTube. YouTube and esports are two very similar communities, and that they're very brand new things on the internet that a lot of young people are into that old people don't understand and want to hate because they don't understand it and they think it's a threat. So most of the media and press and documentaries about YouTube are about YouTube and esports, is what I'm saying, are usually really cynical and pessimistic and just annoying and stupid and ignorant, because they're like, what? Who wants to watch other people play video games? This isn't a sport. This is stupid. No one cares. This is just a flash in the pan. And that's just like ignorant, because hundreds of millions of people watch esports. So I wanted to make a documentary that had already kind of accepted that it was a big thing, and then kind of analysed from a player's perspective, how do you get into it, and what's the life like, what's good about it, what's bad about it, and whatever. And there's a lot to be said, and I think it was really good, and I should be proud of it. What's funny for me, though, was that the way that I like to do things, my way of working, is that I like to plan things rigorously before I even start. All of my videos, everything I do, I plan it to like the 1% degree, so that I know it will be good, and all I have to do is do what I planned, and it's good. Whereas that's not how these guys make movies. How these guys make documentary films is, we just go out there and try to discover the story, and then see what it is. And that was like, what? You can't do that to me. What that meant was, I filmed dozens, if not maybe hundreds of hours worth of things that didn't make it into the film and may never ever be seen. And that's just the way it is, you know what I mean? Because we went out there, we talked to everybody, and the thing is, like, me going to Jönköping in Sweden and going to DreamHack, in the documentary, that was like 5 minutes where I walk in, I go, wow, this is a crazy place where people bring their computers. And I spoke to a guy called Green Sheep who played Hearthstone, and I was like, wow, this is an interesting career, and then it cut away. And that was it. Whereas I spent like 5 days in Sweden, and I had to wake up at 4 a.m. for a flight. And this was one of the most exhausting things I've ever done filming this documentary, because we had to wake up at 6, get all the camera stuff, prep all the research, work out who we were talking to. I had to write my questions, I had to memorize my questions, I had to know what I was talking about. We'd walk around, we'd film stuff, and we'd just film everything. We'd talk to everybody. When we went to Sweden, they included one conversation I had with somebody. I probably had like 20 conversations that I had with somebody. And that's the funny thing for me. When I watched this documentary the first time, my first reaction was, I can't believe I did so many things that just aren't in this. And that's what they're used to, you know what I mean, which is fair enough. And it turned out that the story that they wanted to tell was following the careers of 3 young British gamers that wanted to make it into that. And if we knew that from the start, you know, it would be that. Because the thing is, like, I felt like the documentary was very good, and it was nice, but I know that I had a lot of conversations and interviews with people where I, like, you know, I went in, like, deep analysing things and, you know, researching things and trying to investigate stuff. And if I knew what the subject was before we started filming, maybe I could have been a bit more in-depth about that. So that was mildly frustrating for me, but that's just how it works. Everyone at the BBC said they loved it. The guys that made the film said they were proud of it. You guys seemed to enjoy it. But the most important thing was the guys and gals and others that are part of the esports community seemed to like it too. Because if you're making a documentary representing a community, it's those people whose opinions you care about the most. And they thought that it was really good. They said that it was positive and that they felt well represented. So cool. Whatever. And on top of that, we just got a lot of funny moments, like Dan. looking out of the window. Wow. Or Dan walking. My God. This isn't my style, which is the funny thing, because I was talking to the director and he was like, can you just walk from the side of the room? And I was like, that's a bit embarrassing. That's just a bit awkward. I don't know. That's just like, I'm a pretty self-aware guy. I have an audience that, like, they don't, they're not used to putting up with anybody's bullshit. So if I just walk across a room, they're going to find that funny because it's funny. And the director was like, yeah, but, this is the kind of stuff. So I was like, so I just need to, like, pretend to walk loads. And I was like, fine. He's the director. This isn't my film. I'll do it. And, yeah, there we go. So much walking. So much walking. So much walking. That in-depth walk and the wind. Oh, my God, those, like, 2 or 3 shots where, like, my hair is just, like... Wow. Holy shit. Yes. Incredible. Ironic looking out the window, and then I'm like, were you just filming me looking... Okay, fine, it's not my tone, but it was his documentary film to direct, so that was good. And anyway, so that was something that I spent like 5 months filming, and I went on like 6 plane journeys, and it was huge, and it was exhausting, but a lot of people seem to say that it was good. So that's good. And I learned a lot from it. And I think I am in a position now where I could make a documentary about a subject that I'm passionate about. And now I know a lot about, how and how not to do stuff. So, positive experience. Yeah, cool. That was a big thing. Are you coming to Australia? Whatever. I'd like to. He was just making you exercise. Yeah. Wow. Dan varied a lot between, like, haircuts and appearance then. That was, the director was 5'4" or something. And that was, like, mid-book writing, where I was just ordering pizzas inside every day. So it was under chin, and there was a lot of chins. Hi, Lara. Hi. Lara, yep, my senpai. Make a documentary about memes, said Sarah Bear in the chat. There we go, guys. That's the next damn project. The documentary about me. No. We're going on a world tour. We got a video of that tour to put up somewhere and whatever. I'm not looking past the other side of that for now. That's busy enough. What anime should I watch next? I highly recommend the anime that I'm watching at the moment called Maggie, The Labyrinth of Magic. Magi, The Labyrinth of Magic. Dunno. Yep. It's good, because I watched the first couple episodes and I was like, this is just an anime set in, like, Arabian Nights folklore. And then it ruined my life by being emotionally devastating. So, I recommend that. That's a good one. As I said the other day, I had an emotional night of just listening to anime themes the other day. Tell you the 2 that get me. Evangelion. Just because it was so harrowing. Oh my god. Just harrowing. Attack on Titan's pretty great. The Steins Gate intro. That's emotional. That's good. That's a good song. Astral. Or is that Astroy? Dan, your sweater on your new video. WTF. There we go. The other side of the opinion fence. Happy Mardi Gras and Pancake Day. You too. It is cold because we have so much snow. We have no snow, but it has been freezing. I'm watching Blue Exorcist. This new one I'm watching is made by the people that made Blue Exorcist. So that's good. Can you say hi to Emily? Hello to Emily. Undertale, coming soon. Filmed one. I am going to go on holiday with my grandma. Do you remember, guys? Grandma's Last Adventure. That's happening this week. So I'm going abroad briefly to absorb some vitamin D and have an adventure with my grandma before she dies. I'm joking. She's probably not going to die, but probably can't hike up a mountain. So yeah, that's random, but that's happening. So, Phil, we'll you'll be editing the gaming videos? I don't know. Maybe we can do them before I leave. Probs. We'll see. Judging by the amount of annoying zooms and font choices. Who edited the video? Hi. Hello, Christine L. How are you? Phil Flips. Philip. That makes no sense. But I see what you tried to do there, and I appreciate that. So, there we go. Favourite song from the 3 Cheers album? You can't ask me that. My God. Let's see. Right. I used to love You Know What They Do to Guys Like Us in Prison just because I loved the melody. Is it Helena? It might just be Helena. Just because it's pop and it's good and it's catchy. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's songs on the Black Parade that I'm like, this is my favourite song because it's definitely the one, like, impaled me emotionally the once. Whereas I feel like I didn't really latch onto any single song in 3 Witches. I just loved the whole album. So it's very hard for me to just pick a favourite song on that one. My parents and I loved your documentary. Thank you. I appreciate that. When do you release the dates? Soon. Probably within this month. Maybe. Probably. Yes. Do, 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 do. Have you watched Haikyuu Season 2? Watching. It's good. It's goody good good. Dan, did you buy Young Lean's new album? No, I didn't. How are you today? Good, thanks. Radioactive Rebecca. Still sniffing. Are you watching Deadpool? I am going to watch Deadpool. When I spoke to the Tom Scar earlier, he's seen Deadpool, and I was like, is Deadpool good? Because Deadpool has undeniably had, like, the best marketing campaign of all time, with just, like, the best, funniest adverts ever, and they've hyped this up so much. But is it, like, kind of okay? And Tom said it was great. And it lived up to all the expectations. And it was exactly the film that they made you think it would be, which is what I want to hear. So I'm hyped as heck for that. Yeah! Say hi to Paola, Brissa and Claire. Hello! How are you? Help me, I am K-pop trash and then she died before she could finish the sentence. Wow. That must be tough. That must be tough. What did you do with Louise? Louise? Yes! Louise came to our house the other day because she knows us very well and that I won't have a social life unless people force it upon me, so she just picked a date and then said that she was just going to turn up outside our house because that is what is required for Dan to have a social life. Louise came over and we filmed a load of videos. I think we filmed like 4. I don't even know. So look forward to those at some point. Should be fun. Oh yeah. When's your next video with sketches going to be? Said Greg in the chat. You mean like a Reasons Why Dan's a Fail or a Spoilers or something? Probably when I have a soul, which I haven't had through the whole of January because I'm still emotionally recovering from 2015. I don't know, like, we're still adding stuff to the tour for America. I imagine on the inside, I'll get an itch to do something like that, so might not be the next video, but soon. I'll save my creative juices. I have a PE exam tomorrow, wish me luck. What does that involve? That sounds traumatizing. Good luck, Mrs. Franta. May you not die. I have tonsillitis, no pancakes. Rough. Have them when you're sick. I mean, better. Don't leave the pancakes just for pancake day. Live the IHOP dream. Will the tickets be the same price? I don't know, because me and Phil, we were like, wouldn't it be a nice idea if all the tickets were the same price, no matter what the seats were and the venues? And that's not something that people do, because depending on the town and the venues and where you sit, like, you guys have booked tickets to things, like, different areas cost different amounts, but we're like, well, that'd be a nice idea, and people had, like, a stroke when we told them we wanted to do that, and apparently it was really difficult, but we did it. We will not be able to do that for America, so depending on the state and the venue and where you're sat in it, it might be really cheap, or more, I don't know, but that's just what the venue world is like. I don't own a theatre. I named my cactus after you. I frickin' impaled myself on a cactus the other day. Can you see this? Probably not. We have like a tiny cactus that just looks like fluffy and not... Yeah, you can just see like a red mark. And it's just like a fluffy cactus. And I was like, oh, this one won't hurt you. Spiny giant cactuses are fine, because unless you, like, stick your hand in it, it's not going to impale you. Turns out, tiny, fluffy cacti with really thin ones, they're dangerous, because they just, like, instantly fall off and spike into... And I got, like, 50 tiny cactus things stuck in my hand, and I think they're still there. Did the piano tuner come yet? Yes. I'm back to uni soon. Send help. Good luck. Don't procrastinate from that dissertation, as if that will mean anything. How can we people outside the UK watch your documentary? You can't until the BBC sell it to channels around the world. That might be PBS, it might be BBC America. I'm sure they will tell me when they sell the documentary to a TV channel around the world. But not yet. And this is the thing. What do you do when you have something that needs to be paid for by someone like the BBC or Netflix or whatever, but it's region blocked or whatever? It's tough. That's why Netflix and Amazon and YouTube Red are good, because they're worldwide. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, YouTube Red is rolling out over the world. Eventually it'll be worldwide once they've got it finished, but that's the thing about the BBC. It's British. So I promise when we have decided what we're going to be doing with the video of our tour show, come on, Dan, we'll make it somewhere where as many people around the world can see it at the same time. Because obviously we know that you cover the world. When is the next Sims 4 video? Soon. Maybe tomorrow? I don't want to promise that. Will I have finished editing it? I don't know. Very soon. In the next couple days. Look forward to the next episode of Sims. Then some Undertale. Then maybe a couple other ones. Can you please say, I love you, Hannah? I love you, Hannah. What do you think of Formation? I really like Formation. A lot. I feel like it went over a lot of people's heads what the video was supposed to kind of represent and stand for, because a lot of people were like, I guess it's a cool video, but the lyrics are just like rubbish, right? It's just like a nonsense pop song, and it's like, no, stop being embarrassing. This song is not for you. Thanks for making me happy. Thank you, Lauren. Good to hear you're feeling H. The big H. And PJ. We made videos with PJ, didn't we? That was productive. Yeah. Played Snakehole with PJ. We went down to Brighton to hang out with PJ and Sophie and Marcia and DPewDiePie. That was nice. Played a lot of video games. Watched The Room. That was amazing. That was truly incredible. Honestly. Life-changing. Pillow talk. And history happened since we were away. Okay, whatever. Let's talk about pillow talk. I love pillow talk. I'm putting it out there. I love it. I don't think it's incredible or flawless, but I'm really happy with it. So here's the thing. There are some artists, like Kanye, Radiohead, FKA Twigs, that are musical innovators that are so original and incredible that they are changing music. They are creating, even Muse, you know, a lot of people don't like Muse, but you can't deny they make music that doesn't sound like anybody else. Surely there's, you know, there's a lot of influences, but, you know, what they come up with and put together, everybody has influences, but what they put out is new sounding. And that's why I passionately stan all of these artists. Now, Zayn isn't really musically trying to change the history of art, but you can approach him and judge him from like a songwriting, lyrical perspective and the general presentation, aesthetics, vibe of his whole style and everything, and this, that, and the other. And I thought the lyrics to Pillow Talk were really good. And I like Zayn, and he can obviously sing. I had two problems. One, the video was okay. Two, the vocals were overproduced. I've spoken to you about this before. I have told you this opinion. Problem with modern pop music is that they just drown things in over-the-top production where it's really loud and busy and the vocals are just layered on top of each other and they sound really roboty and this, that and the other. The reason I love FKA Twigs is because it's stripped back and it's good, you know what I mean? I wish Sia had less intensely produced music, because Sia is obviously amazing, and whilst the production of her music is really amazing, like obviously Chandelier is just like a 5-star pop song, I wish it was just a bit less heavy on the pop production so we could just hear a bit more of the singing and the artist, and that's the thing with Zayn and Pillow Talk. I really love the melody and I love the production. I just wish it was just a bit scaled back so we could just appreciate Zayn. And then the other thing was the video. I think that, I don't know, imagine Zayn did a video that was like just him and Gigi on a bed. The whole video. And the whole concept of the video is that he's in bed all day. So like the whole video is him on a bed and maybe they're not wearing much clothes because it's pop music and they're rolling around and it's trying to represent the kind of duality of the paradise and the war zone, which was the point of the song. This is why I like the lyrics. That's why I like the lyrics, guys. Because even if he didn't write it, well, I don't care. Like, it's just interesting. And then imagine that, like, this video was just, like, Zayn on a bed for 3 minutes, and it kept shifting between it being, like, a happy place to do with love and spending time, and, like, this place for, like, arguments and passion. And I don't know. I just feel like there could have been an iconic video, like a Sia video or a Miley Cyrus video or something, and we didn't get an iconic video. We got a cool video, but, you know, it wasn't Lady Gaga or Katy Perry, you know. Maybe he was just rushed for time. I can relate to that. Sometimes you want to, you know, make the best thing ever made, and you just run out of time. Love you, please. Say hi, Cassidy. Hi, Cassidy. Dan, I was sleeping. You woke me up. Soz. So, yeah. Pillow Talk. Liked it. Is there anything else? I mean, that's the most important thing that's happened since our last live show. What do you think? I'm not going to be here next Tuesday because I'm going to be on Grandma's Last Adventure. And then the Tuesday after that, I'm going to be doing Brit stuff. Hopefully, I'll be around at 9 PM. Well, I have to say, the history music video, yeah, it's okay. It's alright. In front of a wall, simple, good. The clips, that was emotionally destroying, wasn't it? That was just truly horrific. Nobody needed to be remembered about all of those things. Death of a Bachelor. I have bought Death of a Bachelor, and I'm going to listen to it on Grandma's Last Adventure. I like saving music for when travelling is a good time to experience music. Planes and trains, or a car, when you're in some foreign country. I've got a lot of music stocked up, ready to listen to. I was going to grab my phone. I think I left it in the office. Got a load of music ready to listen to, because I am out of the loop. There is just so much music I haven't listened to yet. God, you could just spend all your life trying to just stay up to date with all the great music in the world. Sniff. Shirt in your video. Do you like it? Hello, I exist. Hi. I ordered an Iwatobi Scrim Club jacket. Did you? Now you can be a full-on weeb. Great. When's the next dill video? In the next couple days. Google phone case burn. Is this real? I feel like it's not real. Someone's like, Dan, the phone case you have, the liquid in it is made of dangerous chemicals that will burn your skin. And I'm like, is that just like a random photo that somebody just stitched next to something? I feel like they wouldn't sell phone cases that melt you if they leak. But who knows? Maybe it will. I like the thrill. I like the threat. Living on the knife edge. Who knows? I'll just keep that phone in my pocket. And maybe if I trip over, burn a hole through my leg. See what happens. Living life on the edge. Boop. Dan, I'm drunk. I love you, son. Hello, I make doodles, lol. Is a witty mug a good gift? Mugs are always a good gift, and if they make somebody chortle because they had a terrible pun on them, you're just a winner. You're just a winner. Nobody can have too many mugs, other than me and Phil, who have way too many mugs. And yeah. How's the piano? Nice and tuned. Thanks for asking. When's the next Undertale? It'll be after The Sims. Maybe sometime this week, because it's early days. Say hi to Paola, Brister and Claire. Hello. Thank you for introducing me to Grimes. Grimes is good. Enjoy Grimes. Fave TV show? You can't ask me that. I don't know. I don't have a single favourite TV show ever. There's loads I like. My God. Do you have perfect pitch? Apparently I used to when I was 14. Maybe I still do now. I haven't checked. High school video. High school survival advice. No. Just no is the answer. Are you just moving the boxes around? Yeah, I'm just playing musical drag the boxes around. Oh my God, it's like 5 past. I'm hungry. New Radiohead this year. I'm so excited. Kanye's album comes out on Thursday. Oh. This is big. Very exciting. Lots to live for. Yeah. All right. I'm so hungry. I just, ever since I realised that I haven't eaten for several hours, I just care about nothing. I care about nothing. Just try. Okay, anybody in the chat? Anybody got anything that I care about more than food? Shoot for food. Let's see. School videos. Something. 21 Pirates. No. Kanye. Muse. Internet. Surgery. Wow. Sorry, guys. I guess that's it. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna go eat. Right. So I uploaded a video reacting to my childhood videos. Have a laugh at me. Why not? I have no shame out there. It's absolutely horrific. I'm naked in a bath. I'm wearing a wig. I'm singing Barbie Girl. There's nothing wrong with any of those things, but I'm just very embarrassed, so I hope you find it very funny. It's for your end. I won't be here Tuesday, because I am on Grandma's Last Adventure. Look forward to the gaming videos that will be coming. And I'll see you next time. I hope you all have a wonderful, enjoyable week. Stay chill. Don't feel too much pressure to do anything. Just stay calm and be like, yo, it's fine. Everything's fine. See you next time.